And now this one, earlier this year, we talked on this show, didn't we, about how unpopular swimming is among particularly women of colour. Nah, you go further than that. Black women, women of African origin. In August, the BBC asked Swim England how many competitive swimmers registered with them identify as black or mixed race. Their response was just 668 out of 73,000. And the responses on my show revealed there were a number of reasons why black women in particular didn't want to participate in sport, a huge reason being the damage caused to their hair. But of course, this isn't the only issue concerning black women. It concerns men too, and I imagine other people. And since talking about the issue on the show, Ed Accura got in touch. I'm glad he did. Reached out. Ed has created a film which discusses his own personal anxiety with swimming and the stereotypes by society, and founded the group Blacks Can Swim. Well, can they? Ed, welcome.
Hello,
sit in for me. Get a bit closer. The cold's gone, so you're not going to catch anything from me. So I want to do personal stories first.
Yes,
because I've read the stuff you sent me a few months ago, and you had an issue with swimming.
I'll tell you how it all began. It started last August. I tell a lie, I actually started a lot longer before. It started when I was born, when my parents didn't teach me how to swim. But we won't talk about that now because my mum might be listening and I wouldn't want to upset her.
Can your mum swim?
No.
Neither can mine.
So basically, last August, went on holiday, Barbados, family and friends, and nice hot day, blue skies, 40 degrees. Then we were on a boat, on a catamaran, and everybody was dipping in and out of the water. And I was sat there with a life jacket on, just looking like scared and very nervous,
looking like a muppet.
Oh yes, definitely. And then I was then inspired to what do you call it? To
you say inspired, I say embarrassed. I can see what kind of interview this is going to be.
I'm trying to make myself look good here.
Yes.
Right. So I created a song. I did a film called Blacks Can Swim, and it was something like make a film called Blacks Can Swim. Is it a cultural or physical thing? So basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted someone to go out there and make a film about the disproportionate amount of blacks that can't and don't swim. I ended up doing that film myself. And since the film's been released, it's been crazy. It's almost as if I've given people the license.
You see, I'll talk about your film. Why?
Because it's almost as if I've given people the license to talk about something.
No. I don't want to know about it talking. Why can't they swim? Huh?
Why can't they swim?
I don't get it. Why can't they swim? Why don't they swim?
It's
heavy bones.
Well,
scared of water.
Scared of water. The stereotype, the stigma. People are saying that, we got heavy bones. I was speaking with Alice Deering, the only black swimmer in Team GB.
Yes.
She's part of the Blacks Can Swim campaign. And she's heard from various different people. She heard from an instructor tell someone who was teaching her how to swim that you can't swim because your bottom's too big.
Yeah, but no, you're not coming on here and doing foolishness like that. He may well have told her that, but the problem is not other people telling black people. The problem is black people themselves.
That's right. Look at myself. I didn't.
How old are you? 30? You look 30 like me.
I'm in my 50s.
Right. Okay.
Early 50s. Very early 50s.
Right. Okay.
I'm only learning how to swim now.
Why?
Because I hid behind. It's easier not to. I hid behind the stereotype.
No, Ed. I don't want to hear that.
Well,
you might have noticed I'm black too.
You might not want to hear it, but it's the truth.
Well, no, hold on. You might have noticed I'm black too.
Exactly.
Why didn't you, as an adult?
Exactly. Why didn't you? You're not going to get away with that one,
So okay, right, okay. It's always better with these things, for me anyway, to talk about it from a personal perspective. So, yep. Ed, why did it take you so long to be embarrassed or motivated, whatever word you want to put ahead of it, to learn how to swim? Why?
I just never got around to it. I recall asking my mum when I was around about 9 years old that I want to learn how to swim. I wanted to go to a pool party, and my mum told me, and it's in the beginning. That's how the film starts. My mum said, "It's not a priority. Study your books. We ain't got a swimming pool in the house. Why you want to learn how to swim?" So basically, I never really got down to it. What really made me do it in the long run, because I have an 8-year-old daughter, Lolita, and she she can swim. She can swim very well. And it's only the reason why she can swim is because my wife made sure that she actually got in there at the age of 2 or 3.
Yeah.
If it was down to me, she probably still wouldn't be able to swim. Yeah. You say,
what do you want? Because I'm acutely aware of the time.
Yeah.
What do you want to come from the documentary? What do you want to come from your epiphany?
Well, basically, I just want people to understand, to be aware of the issues with not knowing how to swim. I want people to, I want mothers, I want people who can't swim, and people who are hiding behind the stereotype like myself.
But I wonder, right, because I've done this story, and I've talked about it, and I wonder whether or not it isn't just a black problem. It isn't just an African problem. That actually, when I went swimming the other day, and the woman told me it was £6, I'm like, how can it be £6? So I think it's like tennis, that it becomes almost a middle class. Because there are lots of white people listening to this, or different people who don't swim. So quickly, because I'm already over time, why, whoever you are, whatever you look like, is it important to swim?
It's because it's a life skill. And then I'll quickly say it. You probably heard about the story about the ferry that capsized in Tanzania. A few months ago, there were 200 people on board. All of them, I think 300 people, 200 of them drowned. It was 50 meters away from the port. And if your life depended on it, 50 meters, you will be able to swim. So I'm trying to tell everybody that it's a very important life skill. Okay. And my voice is not strong enough to do this. Hence the reason why I'm doing a podcast called In the Deep End. Okay. And I had Colin Salmon on there last week, the actor, talking about his stories.
Don't like him. Too tall and too good looking.
Yeah, I've got a lot of people. I've got Tessa Sanderson's going to be on there. Wiley's going to be on there. Noah Clark's going to be you're going to be on there.
Yeah,
no problem. Because we want to hear your story.
Well, I've got a story, and I will. Yeah. And Ed, it's a pleasure to have you. In a minute, I'll tell everybody how they can see the documentary and the podcast. Thank you for coming. Thank you for reaching out. And look, wherever you are and whoever you are, if you've got a story and you want to reach out, eddie.nestor@bbc.co.uk. Billy, I'm a bit late. I do apologise.
BBC Radio London, your latest traffic and travel news. Cranmer Road, Mitcham.